So now, earlier we discussed, just once again I recall it, and then we will move into forward. So today we discussed earlier video, we discussed that stresses, terminologies of related stresses and types of stresses. So again, we saw that what is the stress? Stress is a ratio of applied force to that resisting area. And then mathematically we can write it, stress is equal to force per unit area. And what are the units? Newton per meter square, or we can call it as Pascal. Okay, so terminologies, we've seen that what is a stressor, and stress capacity and stress load, and types of stresses. There are two types of stresses we are broadly categorized. One is that normal stress, another one is tensile stress, another one is compressive stress, another one is combined stresses. In that combined stresses, again shear stress and torsional stress. Okay. Next, we saw that now what is that normal stress, and what is that tensile stress, and what is that compressive stress. Okay. Next, we saw that what is that combined stress, shear stress, torsion stress. We saw that. Next, we saw that very important diagram. So where that tensile stress will be there. So whenever we are pulling two ends of the component, there will be tensile stress will be developed. At that time, what is that resultant? Resultant means increase in the length and decrease in the diameter. I can say that if you are taken one 5 mm steel rod, 1 meter length, and you are applied the force over there. So whenever you are going to pulling that rod, the diameter of the rod is also going to be changed, as well as the length of the rod will be changed. Another one more thing, that compressive stress. See, exactly opposite one. So what is the resultant of this compressive force? So whenever we are going to applying each side, there will be a, what is that resultant? There will be a decrease in length. There will be a decreasing, that is the resultant. So I can say that decreasing length, some of the diameter and width and all the things also may be changed. Respective materials, which material we are going to do. Okay, any material, it will go undergo subject to that compressive force, it will change that dimensions. That is our main motto. Even though in tensile forces, change in the dimensions. Okay, another one is that shear stress. Whenever we are going to pulling and pushing, there will be a lot of shear stress and wear tear will come. Okay, subjected to shear stress. Okay, the twisting movement. Now we will see that by observing of these diagrams, we know that there will be a resultants will be there, change in the length, decrease in the length, change in the angles, change in the diameters, okay, widths, all these things we learned from this seeing of till now, what we learned up to this video lecture. Now we will see that strain. What is the strain? Strain, when a body is subjected to an external force, when body is subjected to, there will be an external force, there is some change in the dimension of the body. Am I right? So, suppose you say that if you are continuously doing some work, taking food also, some changes will occur in your body. So that changes is called as strain. So generally, strain we are going to defining change in the original length to the change in length to the original length. So it is called as, it is the ratio of dimension of the body to its original dimension is called as strain. Change in the length divided by original length. Okay, change in the length divided by original length. Okay, so at that time, the dimensions of the body, dimensions of the product will change it in strain. So strain is there is no units for that. Why? Because the same units will be there. Change in the length divided by original length. That is called as strain. So terminology we are related to that strain is that one is longitudinal strain, another one is that compression strain, another one is that tension. So here what is the thing is that in terminologies related, longitudinal strain means without changing its direction there will be a change. See, suppose strain changes length without changing its direction, means we are not going to change any direction, only one direction. Say that if you are going to applying 30 degrees means angle of direction, same angle will be there. So that strain we are going to calling as linear strain or longitudinal strain. So we are not changing the direction, only one direction only we are going to pull in, either straight or inclined or angle, which position you are going to changing the dimensions. That strain is called as linear strain or longitudinal strain. Okay. Another one is that compression strain. Longitudinal strain that shortens an object, but direction there is no direction. I am not speaking about direction. Only direction I speak longitudinal. There is no change in the direction, but change in the length will be there. That is called as strain. So what is our definition? Change in the length to the original length. Same thing will be there. Here is also longitudinal strain. We are going to shortening of the object. Shortening of the object. That is means change in the width to the original width. Change in the width to the original width. So that is called as compressive strain. That is called as compressive strain. Another one is called as tension. Another one is called as tension. So what is that tension? Tension is nothing but longitudinal strain that lengthens that object, means tensile. So there will be it is going to be similar to that longitudinal strain. Tension strain is similar to that longitudinal strain. So in tension, what is going to be happening? Longitudinal strain, that length of the object, okay, that length of the object is that only by one direction, but by lengthwise it is going to be changing. By lengthwise it is going to be changing. That is called as tensile strain. So compressive force like that, compressive stress like that, tensile force is that, same thing will be there. Here that decrease in the length, here that increase in the length. That is the only the resultants between. But we are not but only there is no unit for this. Over there is a unit, stress is unit. We are applying load per unit area. Over here we are not applying any load, but strain will be there. Means we are applying the loads. Tensile force we are applying, compressive stress we are going to applying. Only one direction we are going to applying. So we are going to applying, but it is going to be say that change in the length to the original length. So for that purpose there is no unit. Okay, are you understand? Here also same thing will be the strain, compressive strain, tensile strain, compressive stress, tensile stress. Okay, same thing will be there, but only one thing is difference. There will be a unit will be there. Here we are not having unit, but why? Because same units we are going to use it. Okay, right, thank you. Another one is that terminologies. In terminologies, over there we are having three more terminologies over here. First one is that shear strain. Another one is that inefficient strain, finite strain. Okay, all these strains will be there. So strain that changes the angles of an object. strain that changes the angles of an object. Shear causes the lines to rotate. Whenever it is going to be rotating, shear strain will occur. But same, change in the length to the original length, change in the width to the original width, change in the dimensions to the original dimension, same. Another one is there, infinitesimal strain that few percent less. Okay, and we are going to allowing a number of useful mathematical simplification and approximations. So there will be infinite type of strains will be there. Those things we are going to saying as very few percent will be there. Okay, that is called as the infinitesimal strain. So this is very teeny and a few percent or less, the strains will be. So number of useful mathematical calculations will be there in this infinitesimal strain. Another one more strain is that finite strain. In that finite strain, larger than the few percent. Infinite strains, very few percent will be there. Here more percent will be there. You take anything, unities. Change in the length, very good percent. Change in the diameter, it is a very more. Okay, all these things we are going to using. All these strains, shear strain, infinitesimal strain, and finite strain. Finite strain requires more complicated and mathematical treatment. So from this only we are going to getting a finite element analysis. Finite element analysis. So from this requires more complicated mathematical analysis is required. Number of where stresses we are unable to get that problematic. We can solve that very easy. Whereas the strain coming into the picture, then only this mathematical calculations complicated and very tough. Okay, so here so many again strains are there. So till now we discussed that shear strain and infinitesimal strain and finite strain. Next, we will see that homogeneous strain and inhomogeneous strain. So homogeneous strain means uniform strain will be there. Only one dimension only will be there. 10 meters means 10 meters only it will be there. 10 meters by 10 meters it will be there. Okay, circles we are going to deforming by ellipse. Means whenever we are uploading, loading that circular object. So whenever you are going to putting load on that, it is going to be showing that the circle is going to become an ellipse. Yes, it is going to become a load. Suppose a circular rod will be there. If you are going to applying the load on that, automatically it will come into the odd shape. It will go a ellipse or any other shapes. Okay, that is only we are discussing. So now in this, we can note that the definition of rules of folding and this originally straight layer has to remain the straight. So always in that homogeneous strain, it will be straight will be there. There is no other layers will be there in component, machine components. Okay, in homogeneous strain. So this all geology will be behaved over here. Okay, deformation will occur varies from place to place. Suppose if here, why that deformation? So if the temperature over here something or this coldness will be there, means place to place there will be deformation will be there. There will be changes will be there due to atmospheric conditions. So another one is that lines may be that bend and not necessarily remaining parallel. So it should not be any bend. Okay, maybe bend and there is no of necessary of remaining parallel. All are should be remaining parallel. It should not be like that. All are bend, no problem. All are taking one angle, no problem. So this is called as inhomogeneous. Means different will be there. That's why we are going to calling as that is inhomogeneous. Another strains will be there. That is also we can discuss. One is that tensile stress, compressive strain, volumetric strain, shear strain. So one by one we will see that. What is that tensile strain? Okay, tensile strain is defined as, okay, increase in length means change in length, delta L. Now we are going to represent it by DL. Increase in length or original length. Increase in length or original length. So that is called as a tensile strain. That is called as tensile strain. Ratio of increase in length to that original length when it is subjected to, when it is subjected to pull force. What is a pulling? Pushing is, pulling means this is the pulling. We seen, I shown the three diagrams over there. So over there, one object we are going to pulling. At that time only, change in the length divided by original length. Suppose original length is there 10 meters. Change in the length, say that 11 meters. So 11 by 10. So that is called as a tensile strain. So another compressive strain. So compressive strain means over there what a tensile strength, what I am speaking, only length. What is the resultant stress in the tensile stress? So tensile stress resultant is increase in the length. Here is increase in the length only I am going to speaking. I am not speaking any other new word over here. Here I am compressive strain only I am speaking decrease in length by original length. Suppose decrease in length what we are taken? Suppose increase in length 11. Decrease in length you take 9 meters. Original length is we are already taken 10 meters. 9 by 10 is that compressive strain. Compressive strain. Another thing is experimental and very good one is their volumetric strain. Volumetric strain means change in the volume of the product, change in the volume of the object, change in the volume of the designed job, designed product. So that is over there we are going to taking that all these things. So over there volumetric strain is it is the ratio of change in the volume to the original volume, change in the volume to the original volume. So that is that difference. Okay, next we'll see that one more slide over here. So here types of strains is there. So types of strains, here see that compressive strain. Compressive strain means actually this is that original length, means after that applying of compressive strain, here is that this much of the decrease in the length. This is in the decrease in the length. Another one is that tensile force. Actually, this is that original length of the object. This is that original length of the object. Then we applied that force, that is called as, see, that is called as the tensile strength. So change in the length, that is the resultant of us. That is that resultant of us. That is a resultant of us. So here clearly I shown. Here is that tensile stress I am going to applying. Here that what I am sorry, compressive force, that direction shows wrong in the figure. So over here we are going to increase in that length. That is that tensile strain. Sorry, tensile strain. That is, here is that compressive strain. See here the volume we are going to showing. Earlier volume V, that is the change in the volume dV. Okay, that is okay. So this is that original volume. After that here also we are going to applying this tensile forces, tensile loads. So over there this volume is going to be changed. At the same time length is also be changed. Okay, here we are going to talking about strain means volumetric strain means there will be a change in the volume divided by the original volume. So up to this, we will next lecture. I will again I will explain for that one.